What's up, YouTube? It's Scott, Skyny Tradition, back with another video. Got a couple cards that came in the mail, two just today and one from about a week or two ago, so we'll go through those. Um, got the day off of work today, so that's been nice. Slept in a little bit. It is kind of a cool day up here in Wisconsin. Probably only like 50 degrees today, and just kind of cool. We were just up in the mid 70s and 80s, and now we're back down into like 50 degrees. So definitely unseasonably cool right now. So just kind of hanging out inside. Even had to put the heat back on today, which is not great, but kind of is what it is. When you live in Wisconsin, you pretty much expect anything from, minus 40 degrees to like 100 degrees. You just never know what the temperature is going to be. So let's get into these pickups. The first one I'm going to go through that came in today is an autographed card. And this goes to the Team Hall of Fame rookie card set, autograph version that I'm kind of doing. Of course, additions to this set have gotten kind of few and far between recently. There's not a lot that I've been able to add, but I had posted a post for a different card recently in a Facebook group, and a Packers collector that I've known for a long time reached out to me. His name is Don. He lives in Maine, and some of you might know who that is, but this is what he sent my way today. It's the 68 Topps Bob Jeter autograph rookie card. And this is a big card for me because I've been looking for a couple years and I haven't been able to find one. These just don't come up for sale. For whatever reason, there's two other 68 Topps cards in this set. You got Donnie Anderson, who was a running back for the Packers, and then you got Carroll Dale. And I have both of those autographs. I had them pretty early on too, but the Bob Jeter is tough. He didn't sign cards for whatever reason. He signed a lot of other things. He signed a lot of photographs and that kind of thing. But he was an awesome corner, Bob Jeter. He was known for his speed, played opposite of Herb Adderley, so you don't hear about Bob Jeter as much, but he's still in the Team Hall of Fame and was a great player on those Lombardi defensive teams. So again, this is only Pop 2 in the PSA DNA Pop report, so I'm going to hopefully send this in to Garrett to get slabbed as soon as I can. Probably I think there's a June full service submission, so that's where this one will be headed. But ecstatic to get. I love getting these periphery guys kind of knocked off the list, the guys that didn't sign a lot. And if Don wouldn't have reached out to me, who knows how long this would have been. And this was Don's only one he had, so I certainly appreciate it. He thought he had doubles, but he just had this one and was willing to make a deal. So I was ecstatic to get that card. And I thought I would just show this one I already had, but this is a mint 9 example of Bob Jeter's rookie card that I've had for many years. There's only 3 graded higher, so this is definitely a high grade example of the card. So very excited to get that card in from Mr. Don, so I appreciate that. Then let's get into this one. This was a card that came in maybe 2 weeks ago, and one of the things that I always am on the lookout for is good game used, game worn cards. It's just event worn or stuff that says that it's not a part of any known event, that kind of thing. It's just not for me. I'm just not a fan of it, but true authentic game worn stuff is something that I love to add to the collection here and there. This is from 2008 playoff prime cuts baseball, and numbered 18 out of 25. And there's some pretty good names on there, I think. You got the Lou Gehrig, Jackie Robinson, and Jim Thorpe. All great players in their own right. But in addition to that, they were just, a lot of these players transcended pop culture. Obviously, Lou Gehrig, with Lou Gehrig's disease and how good of a hitter he was, definitely transcended into pop culture. Jackie, breaking the color barrier in baseball, that one transcends pop culture. And then Jim Thorpe, with his Olympic background and being such a great all-around athlete and Native American, also transcends. So just kind of a unique card of some of the most interesting athletes of the last 100 years, for sure. And again, let me show you the back here. This is numbered out of 25 here. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. There we go. 18 out of 25. So what a beauty. love to add unique cards like that. And that one came up and wasn't what I was looking for necessarily, but I decided to go after it. And then last but not least, this card here. I'm just ecstatic to get this in. This has been on my list, my goals list that I make every year in the beginning, probably for the last 3 or 4 years. But I've just not. I probably lost out on like a dozen of these auctions over the last 5, 6 years. They just, for whatever reason, either they've gone too high. In fact, I just lost out on an auction on one of these like about a month ago, and the card just went nuclear. So this is a card that really, really shot up during the pandemic, and then kind of came back down, and is now going back up again. And it is a basketball card. I don't pick up a ton of basketball, but this one I'm excited to get in right here. So let's just get into it, man. This is the 61 Fleer Wilt Chamberlain. Let's see if I can zoom in on that a little bit. There we go. 61 Fleer Wilt Chamberlain rookie card in the grade of a 3. And when I saw this example, I just decided to go after it. I mean, it has a lot of the attributes I like. The centering on this one's really nice. Color, really nice. Surface, really nice. The thing that probably makes it a 3 is those little bit of rounded corners, of course, which, as far as on my list, that's pretty low on my list of things that I look for. Take a look at the back as well. But yeah, finally, after many, many years, was able to knock the Wilt off the list. So that's a beautiful card right there. And when I opened it, I was like eyeballing it, and I was like, okay, is there something else that I missed on the picture? And nope, it's just got the slight rounding in the corners, and other than that, the centering beautiful, color beautiful, no paper loss, nothing that would detract from the card at all. And this is probably like the only Wilt I'll ever own, the one that I'll ever want. So that finally was able to get one. I was even willing to go a few $100s higher than what this sold for. So obviously ecstatic to finally knock it off the list. And I thought I'd bring up my 61 Fleer Oscar as well that I own for a number of years now. So you can tell that one has great centering as well. So these two side by side, just really, really nice looking cards together. And this Oscar's in a 6. I would actually love to add the Jerry West at some point, but haven't found the right one yet. And the Elgin Baylor would be on my list as well at some point to add. That 61 Fleer set, man, just gorgeous. Just absolutely love it. The Wilt did not necessarily come cheap though, so don't know how many more pickups I'm going to be getting in before the National in July, but honestly, and I was able to sell some cards from that all-time great Brewers set that I had put together that I was moving. I think I sold a Raleigh Fingers rookie card last month, and then also was able to move another card as well. So kind of helps offset this one slightly, but still not a super cheap card. But man, you don't regret picking up cards like this. This is a beauty. So that's all I got, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the pickups. Man, I'm just ecstatic that I was able to get that Wilt, and it looks every bit as good as I thought it was going to look. So that's always a good thing when you get that in and you can just see it in person and it meets your expectations or exceeds, and this one's a beauty. So very excited to finally knock that one off the list. And we'll see what else comes up here in the coming months. Hope you guys are doing well. Again, National is only, what are we at, May 19th, so that's just over 2 months away already, and we're going to be at the National. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to just hanging out with everybody. When I go to those things, usually I don't have a huge list of pickups, but it's more about the people for me. And if I see a thing or two that I can buy to remember that year and that trip, that's what I'll do. So very exciting. Very excited to see everybody at this National. Obviously didn't get to the last one, but the ones in Chicago are always super easy for me to get to. So looking forward to it. It'll be my 4th National this year if I'm able to go, which I certainly am planning on it. Thanks everybody for watching. Really appreciate you, and we'll talk to you again soon.